everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with my first update for my project tea, and I think the first month went really well. So what I had done last month is picked out 8 teas that I wanted to focus on using up, and I was actually able to finish up all of them. So I'm super excited about that. And I did manage to finish 2 additional teas. So in total, this past month, I was able to finish up 10 teas. I'll go over all of my empties. I have them all in a Bath & Body Works bag. So for my list, the first tea that I was focusing on was the Honey and Sons Paris tea. So this one is really nice. It's a black tea, but it has notes of citrus, bergamot, vanilla. So I did really like this, and I also really love the packaging. I definitely will reuse this tin. The next one was from David's Tea. It was the lime gelato. And this one I got when I went to New York in 2014, so I've had this one for over a year. But this one's really nice. It's just a little mini tin. I definitely will reuse this tin. I love when teas come in these little tins or any sort of tin. But this one was very nice. It was lime. It definitely had the lime flavoring and also kind of a creamy note. So I definitely see, maybe not lime, well, I guess lime gelato or lime ice cream. This one was really nice. And this is completely used up. The next one on my list was the Numi toasted rice, and this was really nice. This is a green tea, and I really enjoyed this. This I actually brought the rest of them to work, and this was really nice to have like after lunch. So that one was definitely one that I would repurchase. The next one I worked on was the Argo tea. This is Argo tea, green tea, ginger twist. And this is really nice. The ginger definitely added a nice element to the green tea, and this is another one I brought to work, and I really enjoyed having this. So I would definitely consider repurchasing this. I'm not sure how readily available Argo tea is. I know I bought this when I was in Illinois. I think it's a Chicago-based brand, so I'm not sure how readily available I can find it in California, but definitely if I saw something similar or even just tea with ginger, I would definitely try it. So did really like that. The next one I had was from Teavana. It was the pineapple Kona Pop, and this was an herbal tea. This one I probably wouldn't repurchase. It wasn't my favorite. I don't know. This one I've had for a while, and it is good warm. I preferred it iced, so sometimes making iced tea would take a little bit longer, so I wouldn't always bother with it, but I did finish it up. So that one is done. The next one on my list was the Tazo Refresh Mint. And this is just a basic mint tea. I really like mint teas, and I do like this one. So this is definitely one that I would repurchase. And then the final 2 were on my list were both from Yogi. The first one was Relaxed Mind, just a lavender tea with some other notes. This one I've talked about a lot on my channel. I really do like this. And then finally I used up the Yogi Honey Lavender Stress Relief, another tea that I really do love. So those were my empties for my list. I did manage to finish 2 other teas. The first was the Numi Moroccan Mint. This is probably my favorite mint tea that I've tried. This one's really nice. Definitely something I repurchase. And then I also finished up from Tazo the Awake English Breakfast Tea. And this I bring to work. I always have like a pretty inexpensive sort of black tea at work. Because I do drink black tea every morning. So really like this for work. Definitely I've already repurchased it and definitely would repurchase it in the future. So those are all my tea empties. Next I wanted to quickly run over my inventory numbers. So last month for green tea I had 12. In the past month I've finished 3, so I'm down to 9. My ideal for green tea would be about 4 to 5. So I'm, you know, about halfway there. Still have some work to do for green tea. For black tea, last month I had 9. I'm down to 7, and my ideal would be around 3 to 4. So I have a little bit of work to do there. Close, but still have to work on that. For herbal, last month I had 13, and now I'm down to 8, and my ideal would be 8. So I'm right at my ideal number. However, the makeup of teas that I have within that category, I want that to be slightly different. So there's some teas in that category I still want to work through so I can replace it with others. But I am really happy with the amount of herbal tea I was able to use up in the past month. The rest of the categories are pretty much the same. White teas, I had 2. I still have 2. My ideal there would be about 1. Oolong, I have 1. I had 1, I have 1. So still have to work there. And then I have, can't say this one, it's the Guayusa tea. I have 1. My ideal there would be 0, so have to figure out how to use up that one. It's like a lavender one, but the Guayusa, if I'm saying that right, it's like an energizing sort of tea, so it's weird that it's like energizing, but it's lavender, which I always use like in the night to like calm me down. So yeah. And then for single teas, I had 7. Now I counted 6. I can't figure out which tea I drank to get rid of one of them, but there we go. So for this next month, I picked out some teas I want to focus on. And it might be a little harder this month. A lot of the teas, even though I did finish up everything, a lot of the teas I had for the first month were almost finished. So we'll see if I'm able to be as successful in the next month, but definitely want to keep just drinking tea and not buying anything. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. I haven't bought any additional teas in this past month. So it's been pretty good, pretty successful for this project for the first month. So the ones that I want to work on for the next month, so I'll start with green tea. And a lot of the green teas that I have one at work, just like a basic green tea. I probably will use that up. I'm not going to put that specifically on the list. And then a lot of my green teas are just unopened, so I definitely want to like open some of my green teas and start using them, but I don't think it's realistic for me to try to use up in a month. So one that is realistic to use up in the month, I have green tea from 2 Leaves. It's the organic Tamayokucha, and I will put all the names down below. So these I don't have in a box, I just had a bunch of individual teas, so I just counted this as like 1. So I have 4 of these left, so I'd like to use up these for green tea. And as I said, I have my like green teas that I have at work, so I think slowly I'll be able to work through my green teas. For black tea, I don't have anything to show you, but I do have a chai black tea from Numi at work. So I do want to work through that for my black teas. And then for herbal, I have a few that I want to work through. The first one is from Celestial Seasonings, and it's Lemon Zinger. And this I think there's 20 tea bags in here, but I've used about half of them. And I like this, but rather than having a lemon tea in my collection, I really love mint tea. And for me, lemon and mint tea kind of serve the same purpose. I like to have them like after a meal. So I want to work through this, get it out of my collection, and then I would replace it with a mint tea. The next herbal tea that we'll work on is the David's tea. This is organic Serenity Now. This is an herbal tea, but it also has, it's like a fruity tea with lavender. You don't really pick up a lot of lavender. It's much more of a fruity sort of tea. It has like strawberries, strawberries, rosehip, hibiscus, and a base of low-key lavender. So I do really like this. This is perfect for summer. This is great either warm or cold, or I've even tried it with like lemonade, and that was really nice. So I have like half of it left. I think I definitely can use this up in a month, or definitely something I want to use up during summer. So be focusing on that. And then finally for herbal tea, I have my Yogi Honey Lavender Stress Relief. I picked this one over the Relaxed Mind because I do have a backup of this. So, you know, I have maybe about 10 tea bags left, maybe a little over 10. So I definitely think I can use this up in the month, and I would like to sort of get to the point where I have like one of these, one of the Relaxed Mind, and not having all the backup. So I want to focus on that. And then the final tea that I want to work on this month is my Oolong tea. And it's the only Oolong tea I have. I think I got this towards the end of last summer, beginning of fall. So I've had it for almost a year. I'd like to work on finishing it up. I do really like it. You can kind of see how much I have left. So this shouldn't take that long to get through. This is from the brand Lupicia. And I won't even try to pronounce the name of it, but it's just an oolong tea. So I have, I think, 6 teas to work on for the next month. Hopefully I'll be able to get through these or make some really good progress. And yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.